to try this in horizontal for kind of the first time, I think. Hi, I'm Adele Lefevre, and welcome to my massage studio. Today we've got a lovely lady coming in, and we're going to have a massage session, real live for this live stream now. I have known Joni for a while, but this is her first treatment with me, and I'm really excited to introduce her to you. So we'll bring her in just a second after I get the table set here. I'm live streaming these sessions so that we can show what really happens inside of a massage studio, especially in a clinical setting where we can address neuromuscular issues, relaxation. I focus a lot on anxiety and mental health concerns as well in my set of clientele. So I'm excited to see what Joni's got for us and what we need to design for her session today. Let's go get her. There she is. Hey, Joni. Come on in, love. I'm so excited too. I've got the camera rolling already, so are you good to go? Good to go. All right. Come on in. All right. This is Joni. We're going to come on in and I have you just take a seat and we'll have a little bit of a chat before we get started. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. Let me just grab this really quick. Do you need anything before we get going?
What do I need to take off?
Not yet. We'll chit chat for a little bit first. Go ahead and take a seat on the bench and I'll slide in by you. Yep. There we are.
How's it going with your camera and taking care
It's a fun adventure. Yeah, it is. It's a whole new. Yeah. I feel like I'm learning and growing really fast, and mainly my mission right now is to just keep getting comfortable in front of the camera so that I can, talk like a human while tracking my devices and still give a good session and kind of capture all those pieces.
But get good enough so that you don't have to think about it.
Yeah, exactly. And I think I'll get there. And yeah, so I know I kind of explained to you already, but part of the whole my big overview is to make sure that it's possible for people to find out what a massage session actually can do for people, because I feel like they say that the rate of consumers in the general population of massage is still really low, like in the single digits percentages of people who are getting regular work, right? And you already know it's really powerful medicine.
It is, and I don't really like massages.
You're not a regular consumer either,
because I feel like oftentimes people are too rough with me, and I bruise easily.
That's really good to know.
And it's and you can see I have kava, and my dog scratched me.
Some sensitive skin. So a little bit fragile skin.
Yeah, a little bit fragile. But yeah, and I
I know, me too.
I'm stuck in my first chakra in a terrible way.
Okay.
Stuck. I haven't been able to find my orgasm in months.
Okay.
So chakra work of any kind that would move the energy through my body,
help kind of just build back up that control for you to be able to choose
kundalini stuff
how to do. Get some kundalini stuff. All right. I'm hearing some really gentle work and a lot of energetic focus for today. Okay. Yeah.
That's the weirdest thing.
Okay.
Disappear.
They're just in a different season. Yeah. Okay. For months though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for long.
Okay. Well, dropping back into the body in general is a big piece, and so many of us are stuck in that. I love your honesty, though.
Don't take it
Tony. I'm so glad you're here.
Yeah, I trust you.
Yeah. Oh, that means a lot to me. That means a lot. And we've haven't known each other super long, but I feel like our moments of connection have been really sweet. Yeah.
They're really nice.
Yeah. Super appreciate you coming out.
Thank you so much for letting me do this.
Yeah,
totally. I appreciate being a guinea pig.
Yeah. Well, let's just go through some quick health questions to make sure that I know what's up overall in your body. Have you ever had any surgeries?
Yeah, and I put together some furniture 2 days ago.
Okay.
And I was on the floor the whole time.
A little fresh discomfort.
Bending over and putting stuff together and screwing things together. I have some soreness in my in these joints here.
Okay.
And my back, and I laid on on a heating pad this morning, and it really helped a little bit because I can feel my lower back is has pulled because of that. I did that before I came back to Hawaii. I had surgery on my back. I had sciatica on the left side, and the sciatic nerve was adhered to the spinal cord.
This is good to know.
They had to do a laminotomy, which is a hole. They had to cut a hole so that they could tease the sciatic nerve away, and release it.
And give it
and I've never had any
better
trouble
passage. Okay, so it did resolve the issue.
Totally.
Wonderful. I'm so happy for you.
I haven't had any back issues since then, and I have since I've been back home the last 3 years on the island. I have. Oh, I'll turn that off. I have felt stronger and healthier, and I mean, I lost I weighed 185, and I lost 50 pounds.
That's a big shift. How do you feel in your body now?
I feel much better, but I have since I've been living with my man. I'm gonna turn this off. Yeah. Been living with my man. I have gained 10 pounds again, and so I'm not happy about that.
Well, sometimes we get a little more comfortable finally, and that's all right too.
He doesn't seem to mind, but I do.
He doesn't mind. I've seen how he looks at you. All right. Well, we want to stabilize just that, all the energetic influences on that metabolism, the libido, stuff like that. Of course, we only have a 1 hour session, and it takes a whole lifetime to get where we are in our bodies. So it, can take a little bit to unpick it, but we'll see what we can do today. Anything else going on? We've got some sensitive skin. Anything else going on with the skeletal system? Joints.
Everything, all knees, ankles, wrists, everything, all the joints are in good shape. Shoulders, they're all, they're all in good shape.
They're all there.
Pretty healthy. I figure for my age, I'm not doing too damn bad. I mean, I'm 66, so I'm doing pretty good for.
Yeah, nicely done. Keeping it moving.
It's silent.
That is, I mean, we all feel it. Well, let's see. Anything I should know about your nervous system besides the sciatica that's pretty well resolved? Anything going on with anxiety, depression stuff?
Well, I take medication as a bipolar, and he's just up my dosage, so that's kind of made me a little bit duller.
You're feeling on a cognitive level?
Which, when I moved in with my boyfriend, I got off of all this.
I remember you were working on that. Yeah.
But it became apparent very quickly that it was necessary to take something.
That was still just not ready for no medical regulation. That happens.
Yeah. It was just the way that my brain is put together with the bipolar thing. It's just very obvious, and it's so obvious that when I'm taking the meds, I'm so much happier.
happier.
Yeah.
And you're
then
feeling
calmer.
that acceptance
Yeah.
of where you
Yeah.
are with that.
So
Good.
it's fine.
Good. Yeah. Yep. We
I
all
got
need
it. We
different
got
kinds
rid
of
of
help.
everything and then just got back down to one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Blown up a little on it. We should be fine. So I
Right.
feel good about that.
Excellent.
Otherwise, they give you a cocktail of stuff. They just keep giving you more and more pills to take in the medical system.
I love that you were really conscientious about the minimum effective dose, but also accepting of the minimum effective dose. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to make our deals. Yeah. Yeah. Can't be ashamed of surviving.
No. That's a great line. That's a great line. God, I'm going to remember that one. Can't be ashamed of surviving.
Yeah, here we are. All right. Do you have any pain right now?
No. No, I had a little this morning in my back, but I think it's resolved.
Okay.
I don't have any. No, we're good. We feel fine.
Excellent.
See what's in there.
Perfect. And you have had some massage before, yeah?
I've had massage before, but like I said, I haven't enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't go back.
Right. Okay. So we want to really just be.
And I took a class once.
Sweet with you.
I took a class in massage myself once. It wasn't very good. So.
Do you like doing it?
I don't know. I might. I don't know.
Do you do any other like energy practices or like?
Well, I've learned a lot of things from Todd.
Mm-hmm. He's pretty proactive in that.
Strong healer. He was trained by Mother Sarita, whose son wrote the 4 Agreements.
Right. Wow.
Yeah, and he was also a sun dancer. And has done a lot of work and different kinds of training and energy healing and stuff like that. So, yeah, he's taught me a few things. He's also has like touched me. And then the next day, it's gone.
Wonderful.
I know. Wonderful. I've seen things.
Yeah. Right. I love that you're in that place where you have that.
I'm just amazed at what he's done. So yeah. So he's taught me a couple of energetic things. I mean, he really wanted to teach our friend.
Yeah.
So much. And he was so good at it too.
Yeah, I gotta do some lovely co-work with him as well.
I learned a lot from you.
We had sweet times.
So glad.
We did. I think that's pretty much we've covered what I need to know in order to get going. So I will step out. I'll let you undress to your comfort level.
Okay.
And I always say this to everybody. You can leave everything on or take everything off. It doesn't matter to me. I'll control with the sheet for privacy. So you just tuck yourself in between the sheets there, and we'll start face down.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll pull the camera out with me. Okay. There is a little microphone in here running, so you know. So
sing.
Yeah, if you want to sing a song, exactly. Please indulge us. And I'll be back in a couple minutes when you're comfy. All right.
Okay, sounds good, sweetie.
All right. Okay. Okay, so today we're working with Joni, and she's telling me she is on some medication for bipolar disorder, but it's really working for her regulation. She's in a good place with it right now. She's had a history of sciatic pain, so we want to definitely support that low back and lumbar area, but it is resolved. She had an effective surgery where she hasn't struggled with that since that time, and so I'm expecting to find some kind of residue there from that surgical procedure, but it sounds like she's in pretty good shape with that, not a lot of active pain. Her history with massage therapy is that she's had some practitioners really go at it with her and use more than necessary force. And that's common for a lot of the people that I work with. We've had a lot of people that have been a little bit aggressively handled at some point in the past. And unfortunately, that is really discouraging for people to go back to get the treatment that they need on an energetic or structural level when they've had those really aggressive treatments. But what's wonderful is that when we work on a neuromuscular level, we can trigger a lot of change and directly interface with the nervous system in a way that allows us to really address pain issues, comfort issues, even emotional health issues without having to activate that whole force. So if you were in with me a few weeks ago when we worked on Arthur, for instance, that was a case of somebody who wanted to really get those endorphins going. And so we were kind of aggressive with him. With Joni, I'm expecting to do a really different style of treatment, maybe focus mainly on the spinal column, where she's wanting to activate some kundalini and drop back through her chakras, get some alignment going there. And I'm just so delighted that she was able to make it out with me today. So I think she's probably ready to go. Give me just a second. I'll gather up my last few supplies. What's that in? I've got the camera on a tripod here, so I definitely want to work on my smoothness of transition.
Did you have some Kleenex?
Yes, of course.
Put my head down and my nose started.
It's got some drainage.
Draining.
All right. I actually just use washcloths for all my stuff. I have no disposable paper products in the clinic. Yeah, that's something that I'm really proud of.
That's good.
A little bit.
They start draining.
Yeah.
That was weird.
It's probably a good thing.
Yeah, already. Something's coming out just in the presence of the room.
Perfect. I'm going to just tuck this down here for you so we can catch what you say as clearly as possible.
Okay.
And I'm also trying something new with a second camera today. And
you got to say goodbye to our friend A?
Yeah.
That's so nice. I missed him.
Yeah.
He dropped some stuff off and I wanted to say hello and goodbye and I didn't get a chance to.
Big adventures.
Such a sweet person.
Yeah, definitely.
Where's he headed to?
You know, I am not sure in the near term. We had been trying to see each other right before I also had a bit of a trip a couple weeks ago. And so we had got together pretty recently right before that, but not right up against the time. But I'm so excited for him.
Yeah. Is he still here?
Is
he still here?
I need to touch base with him, honestly.
I should call or text him at least and see if he's still around because I would like to give him a hug. he dropped off the screen I lent them.
A screen?
The screen I had was a Japanese soji screen that I had given them, so they'd have some privacy.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, and then he came back and gave us his Jay's TV. Todd's loving that it's on the porch. We can watch TV. He can watch sports out there. He's so
Oh,
happy.
that's cute.
He's happy as could be. And that was really sweet of him.
Goodness. Sorry to leave you hanging. I'm like
No,
trying to
no,
remember.
get it all arranged. Yeah. How's the editing going and stuff?
I have a wonderful helper.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Do, 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 do. Well, I don't know what I'm doing right now. Oh no. I put it on some kind of weird setting. Now I don't know what's up. Stop.
Start over.
Yep.
Just start over.
Mm-hmm. So my idea was to, with the second camera, just capture some
that was going off before. Oh no, that's the cop. Sounds like a cat.
It does, doesn't it? I don't remember what my deal was. I had this all set up before. Oh, this little device has a nice little there we go. Time lapse. That's what I want.
Oh yeah, that way I would go fast through the. Cameras are so sophisticated.
They are, and this one is so many little features, and I'm really not a camera person.
Yeah. Can I help?
Oh, I think I just found it. All right. Huh. All right. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna get your cushions adjusted. Right. And it looks like we could go a little bit higher on your face.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you've got mirrors in here. I can see myself. I haven't looked at myself in 6 months. I was 10 pounds, 15 pounds less.
Did you surprise yourself a little bit?
I surprised myself a little bit.
Coming back into seeing your own
yeah.
body.
I gotta do something about that, I think.
Making peace with where we're at in the moment.
Okay. Oh, that feels good. Oh, that's a good move.
Yeah, I like to just open up with a little bit of traction.
Yeah.
Help draw that attention all the way down into the feet and ankles.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that feels good. That's a good move.
Opens up all that fascia through the whole body to just get that going. We're going to remember to be super gentle with you. I have been doing a lot of heavy work lately, so I'm wanting to especially remember.
I'll let you know if you want.
Perfect. Yes, of course. Actually, I usually tell people if you can definitely let me know anything that's distracting you or stopping you from dropping into that like really healing state of.
Okay. I say more pressure, less pressure, whatever I can.
Exactly.
Okay.
Or if there's any sensory stuff that we could adjust for. I actually have earplugs and face masks and everything to really manage your sensory system as needed, because that is important.
We are in traffic next to the laundromat.
We are, yeah. It's not always the easiest to focus.
Yeah. Oh, feels good.
What are you usually doing for movement these days? Are you getting out to dance?
I am not.
No?
No, I have not. That's the problem. I was moving around before and I am not anymore. Todd doesn't like to go out. So I'm just going to have to go out with the girls.
That's right. We'll have to get some dance moves on maybe.
Yes. There's a couple of shows. Girls' Night Out is coming up.
Girls' Night Out? What is the Girls' Night Out
dance
deal?
Dance band.
Yeah.
They're so good. They play at the Eagles Airy on the 25th.
Oh.
And it's always a huge crowd. It's usually kind of an older crowd. Just because it's the Eagles,
Have you hit that before?
Yeah.
It's a regular event?
Yeah. They go once a month. They play. They're so good. That's nice. Oh, I just relaxed. I could feel it.
I can see it too. We've got that kinetic chain in your back is dropping some tension.
How do you have such warm hands?
I have pretty good circulation.
You do. Wow, I'm surprised. That's not common.
As you settle in, I want you to really feel free to chime in or ignore me or ask questions or whatever is going through your mind as the right feeling for you. Don't worry too much about the people watching us, but I might start popping off some stuff you don't really have to tune in for too much. As I've got a little bit of mission. Some stuff to explain to these people listening in with us today.
Then do it.
Eventually. Well, if you get settled in first, I just want you to know. You can ignore me. If you don't have anything to say, you don't have to say anything.
Okay. I don't have to answer.
Yeah.
We're talking to a crowd.
Yeah.
That's great. I hope everybody learned something.
It is definitely, it just feels like such a big piece on my heart lately to show people what we can accomplish in the treatment room. I know I went a long time really not getting a lot of body work, but for especially seasons of life where maybe your support system is not super supportive. I know I'm not the only one that's really sensitive to going long periods of time not getting touched enough.
Yeah.
And just the emotional disruption of that.
Yeah.
So by itself, I feel like massage therapy is the biggest impact on my mental health practice, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, when I start feeling
Well,
disrupted, it's like the fast thing that I can do to go just get change to restabilize myself and get some motivation back up, just get that neurochemistry kind of straightened out so that I'm not self-sabotaging, you know?
Oh my gosh, that's perfect. Plus, you get oxytocin released.
Exactly. Yeah, all the good stuff. It's like
Yeah.
actually pretty much all those major neurotransmitters, the hormones of
Mm-hmm.
emotions,
Come through touch.
are right, exactly, that they regulate positively. Your dopamine adjusts, your oxytocin adjusts,
Oh, nice.
your cortisol goes down overall, endorphins
Yeah.
go up, serotonin goes up, and that's
Yeah.
all like measurable in serum tests with
Wow.
massage clients. That's not even,
Before
you
and
don't even
after.
have to tap into the magical element. That's
Oh
just the
my gosh.
science.
Hmm. 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 Your pressure's perfect.
Good. Yeah. You have pretty giving fascia, so that makes sense. You don't really need to get wrestled the way some of the people who are like more bound up fascia or, you
Mm-hmm.
know, tense muscle structures naturally.
Yeah.
Sometimes do need that deeper pressure, but you've got a lot of mobility in your tissue where that like stirring up the circulation is a bigger.
Just the lymphatic system and all.
Exactly. It's good space in the lymphatic system, so we want to activate that.
I carry all my stress in my shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
They are so tight. So when you get to working on shoulders and neck and stuff, you can go as deep as you want.
Yeah, you feel like better pressure tolerance through that
Yeah.
neck and shoulder stuff.
Yeah, if you can
Good.
get it out of there, oh God, oh, I can feel it going away.
Mm-hmm. It's popping open already, huh?
Uh,
Drop down in here a little bit.
uh,
So we like that.
mm, mm. Oh boy, you got it. I can feel it when you go over the crunchies.
Mm-hmm. The crunchies, that's a good term for it.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah. The technical term is crepitus.
Crepitus.
Uh-huh. Kind of also sounds right, doesn't
uh-huh,
it?
uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, that feels great. Oh, wow. I can take more pressure than I realized.
I agree.
Yeah,
I feel like your tissue's calling me a little deeper than
yeah,
I initially expected.
yeah. Oh, there's like that level of pleasure and pain
Mm-hmm.
right at the edge of it is perfect.
That's a good way to say that. We're not trying to accomplish any big structural change today. We're
No.
mostly doing the emotional impact, but it's super tied together at the neck and shoulders. And that's a good point that you're responsive to the neck and
Oh,
shoulder work, especially. Um, and that's a place where we have some very old evolutionary instincts kind of embedded genetically to protect our necks and to prevent
oh.
any risk to the flow of blood into the brain. And so we have some like really reactive neuromuscular
Mm.
action that lets us
Oh, I just felt that all the way to my fingertips.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah, we're gliding over the nerves that pass through the thoracic outlet. We call that area where they're coming off of the spinal column, running down out to the hands, so we can really feel it into the fingers.
Oh, right, and the tips of my fingers.
Uh-huh.
That's great.
Good.
Wow. Ooh, wow.
I'm not doing anything super complicated, but a big part of the effectiveness is just the listening. That I really believe the better I listen in on a tactile level into your tissue, the easier it is for your mind to recalibrate and somatically listen into your own body. And so just directing that attention kind of sets the example for your awareness to occupy your body in a more effective way, and just having that time to process through the sensations of the body is really powerful.
Yeah, just our attention heals.
Exactly.
That's why massage is so powerful.
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost like I'm sure you've done some guided meditation, and especially thinking about like that's super backlit. Sorry. Like if you've done
Todd always says your body does its own healing. It's just that the practitioner brings attention to it.
exactly. So much of it
in
is
your own energy. Hold your own energy in and
right.
let it do its thing.
Getting out of our own way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that feels so good. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So if you've ever had those experiences where you get up from like a guided body scan meditation, that effect of like simply directing attention in a sequential kind of organized way helps tie together how the how your neurology is tying together your spatial awareness of your own body,
right.
And so it has a big impact on consciousness and sense of awareness, sense of well-being pretty fast. But I like to think massage therapy is like meditation with training wheels, in the sense that you get that body scan effect with actually stimulating the nerve endings.
Yeah, without having to think about it.
Instead of just having to use your
think
imagination.
about your imagination. Yeah,
right.
Let your body do what it does naturally. Oh, that's great. That's so much easier.
Yeah, so it's a good way to kickstart, and like it's super important to develop that skill to manage your mental emotional health with that awareness, especially for people who are recovering from something big or traumatic in any way.
Yeah.
But at the same time, sometimes we're just all the way on the bottom and we just need somebody to pick us up.
Yeah.
So feeling supported is so built into our basic biology as a real need that we really just don't do well if we're not getting the signal from our community of acceptance and value that comes from touch, like really in the most basic biological way.
Touch is so powerful.
Touch is so powerful. Yeah. So that's just a huge piece of my mission, to help share the amount of impact that we can make through skilled touch, and especially just elevate inside of our community relationships, bringing back a healthy touch culture would make such a difference in all of these illnesses that are fundamentally really reflecting our level of isolation and loneliness and the stress that that puts on our systems to feel like we're lost in the wilderness. We're not designed to be okay on our own. But
I think that's what I like about this place. People are starting to really give real hugs.
yeah. Yeah, I know you spend a lot of time going around in some of the extra sweet little corners of the community.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna let
All right. Good choice. It's going to work. It is working. I actually can feel a lot of change in your tissue already, and I'm feeling good about just hanging out in the shoulders and neck for a while.
It's like you're opening up the holes for the nerves to go through. I can feel it.
Mm-hmm. Got that mobility kind of turned up here.
Yeah. I bet I walk out of here straighter with better posture.
It usually happens. I won't lie. That's a pretty classic effect.
Yeah. Gonna have to budget it every month, honey.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I think
Wow. I'm not even trying to sell you anything,
No,
but
I
that
think
was the
so.
easiest sale. I'm just so happy to get to work on you for free.
I'm so happy too. I'm just gonna have to budget it. No.
I'd love to be able to do a lot of these sessions with especially people who haven't had massage therapy before or who haven't had quite the right massage therapy before, like in your case.
Yeah.
To just get that exposure and then show other people the difference and the possibilities. And there's so many different conditions that respond well because realistically, most of the big 10 really problematic conditions people are facing, high blood pressure, heart disease, diabetes, all these things are really exacerbated by stress. And so bringing down the stress level in a measurable way, even just on a monthly basis, one session a month, has a surprising amount of impact on the course of progression of major diseases. And then, of course, it's just super supportive for baseline health. And I tend to see people make big life changes once they've had that little bit more activation of their ability to sense their own wellness, a little bit more encouragement to pursue that a lot of times people start exercising more or change their diet or cut out the stuff that they're sensitive to that they've been kind of ignoring in the background, that it gives the boost to get off the ground, to just really feel supported for even an hour a month or every couple of weeks. So
I just getting back my consciousness back in my body makes me want to take care of it better.
Exactly. I'm so glad you said that. That's going to be a wonderful soundbite.
It's like a hello, hi, oh hello, it's you. I love you.
Exactly. Right. We get to turn off that self-love and become so much more aware and bringing love through awareness, because we can't effectively love anything that we don't really know.
Yeah.
And so meeting the body on a regular basis and just allowing that time to receive love from someone else and translate that into your own love for your body.
Yeah.
I swear I see like wild miracles, and I know for me it's just made such a huge difference.
You must love what you do.
I do.
You gotta love it.
I do.
She
I just want to show
changes.
everybody.
She changes in people, and oh, I love it.
Yeah, I'm really happy with it. I go back and forth of should I like try, I love having my pretty busy little
Yeah.
clinical practice here in
Yeah.
downtown Hilo.
Yeah.
But the more that I have kind of accepted the invitation from the universe to build my skill set to be able to show and take this to more people, a lot of massage therapists are very resistant to having their treatments observed because it is disruptive for the energy. But I felt like I hit a point of I need to accept the cost of showing our work because so many people really just don't know what it's about.
Yeah.
And I want to change that. It's a big piece of what I believe about life.
I love that you're recording and you're going to put it out there for everybody to know. Share the information is very important. Nothing changes if we don't share information, and that's a problem with our society, I think, as we keep it all. People don't want to talk to each other. Farmers don't want to talk to each other. They don't want to share their secrets. Share your secrets.
Yeah, absolutely. And especially as we're like in this huge technological change where like we don't know where society is going to be in the next 3-4 years even. Like there's so much change happening so fast. So I think
that's a nice move.
Yeah.
Effleurage yourself.
You named the move.
Effleurage.
Effleurage, exactly. You did take classes.
I like the French one. I felt that was a good move when you went around in circles. It was really good.
I love that you had that vocabulary ready to spit for us. That's one of the funniest things about Swedish massage. People are always like, should I get Swedish massage or should I like pay extra for deep tissue? I'm always like, you shouldn't really have to pay extra for deep tissue. Either they're doing their best or they're not. Like Swedish isn't easier or harder than deep tissue if you're doing it really attentively, so that doesn't make sense to me. But one of the hilarious anecdotes in the massage therapy world is how Swedish massage came to be. Have you ever heard that?
No.
There's this guy, Herling, I want to say. I'll look that up later and confirm it for the video, hopefully. But he was a German guy, is my recollection. And he actually spent a lot of time in China and observed the natural healing practices, traditional healing practices there, and was really taken by what he saw of the body work that was going on in China. So he spent several years like observing and trying to pick up an instinct for what was going on there. Then he developed a system and internalized it, named it. I'm not at all clear why he decided to name it in French. Maybe it was just he thought it would be easier to attract people. It was possibly just a marketing move. I don't know. But then he got some kind of funding, I suppose, and ended up starting a program, a school in Sweden. And so it's called Swedish massage just because that's where the first school was.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but it was really based on that Chinese traditional medicine.
That's interesting.
And developed by a German guy and named in French. So it's very multi-cultural.
It does not matter.
Right? We get what we need.
I feel that one in my teeth.
In your teeth?
In my teeth.
What's it like in your teeth?
I just feel it like in the back of my jaw.
Mm-hmm.
So there's some connection there.
There is. We're right through here. I'm pulling on this region between the scapula, the shoulder blade, and the spine. And the top of the scapula, especially, there's a lot of connection points for muscles that are running all the way up into the back of your skull. And then, of course, those muscles are grabbing into your jaw as well. So that's one of the many beautiful miracles, that opportunity to feel how interconnected you are inside.
Yeah, I love it.
We're definitely doing more pressure than we expected. Your system's responding really well to just a little extra digging in this. This isn't at all what I would call intense pressure, but your muscles are responding so beautifully as I get a little bit deeper.
Yeah,
those muscle fibers are
needed
unfolding.
The area needed it.
Got some good change there. Right here, it's
crepitus.
Yeah, exactly. There's that crepitus again. It's really like bubbling, like packing bubbles.
Yeah.
That gotta
popping them.
And that's just the fascia, the like bundles of fibers that form the structure of the fascia are kind of popping and like zipping back into place, sort of when you brush your hair, you know, it just gets alignment, and some of them have to snap a little bit to make a little space, but they're always rebuilding, so it's not a problem at all. And it's actually pretty important to take that time to reform tissue areas that are not functioning at their full range by breaking down a little bit of that fascia fiber so it can restructure more efficiently.
I did not know that.
Yeah. You know that feeling when you get up in the morning and you're like, a lot of tiny crackling, clicking sensations, not just the joints, but all the way through the tissue, and you just feel like stiff.
Yeah.
That's just that fascia bundling up and like tightening into place and building more fibers overnight. So you build up that almost cobwebs of collagen fibers mostly.
Cobwebs of collagen fibers. That's a sound bite. Cobwebs of collagen. That makes sense.
Turning up a little bit more energetics as we're sort of parked on this set of muscles on the back. Just a little bit of trigger point action I'm waiting for anyway on the right hand, so the left hand I'm just kind of following that spinal fluid flow of energy, pulling that awareness through back into the whole spinal column. We've got a little bit of scar tissue here.
Yeah.
That's connected to that back surgery. Yeah. I'm kind of line that up on the camera to show that. I'm going to do just a little bit of real gentle approach on that scar tissue is also a fascia situation. Where the same material just arrives and really tries to lock together the surrounding area to stabilize while that wound healing is happening. And it sometimes just needs a little reminder to keep redistributing after the damaged tissue is fully repaired. And since this hasn't been a big concern for you, I don't necessarily want to dive in and floss it out. It's doing its job and it's found a good neutral equilibrium. So I don't need to undo what your body's already doing here, but I'm just kind of signaling a little bit more alignment and helping it orient. People are often really surprised how much change can happen in soft tissue, even in the course of one session, especially on stuff that just hasn't really ever been addressed before in parts of the body that we tend to be lower awareness of. But I'm so glad to hear that you got what you needed with that surgery.
Yeah.
And that your pain has been so manageable in response to it.
Yeah, but right after the surgery, I got a nice little opiate addiction. They were just like giving me handfuls of oxycodone whenever you asked for it. Yeah, they were just prescribing, you need some more? Sure, here's another prescription. No problem, here's another prescription. And finally, had a hysterectomy, and the doctor said, we're not going to give you any more pills. And I said, then I came back a week later and said, thank you for not prescribing it anymore. I'm off of them.
You need that outside structure to shift gears on that. And that is so common, that story, honestly, like thinking about what is going on with prescription opioids on the whole society level. Like
they just didn't know.
It super infuriates me, actually. Like I see so many people who are, like the pharmaceutical companies put in the time getting the doctors comfortable writing these prescriptions,
I know.
but they don't support the doctors in understanding how to get people back off of them. They have no incentive to do that.
No, not at all. Doctors just cut you off and say you're on your own.
Yeah. Well, I tend to think that like the opioid addiction system and like what we're calling the opioid crisis is really like an existential enemy of massage therapy. That it's the exact opposite. And I love to get people's amazing results also when they really thought that they would not be okay without the chemicals, but then once they get a little bit on a rhythm with massage therapy, it becomes so much more tolerable. How are you doing so far?
Great.
Comfortable? Okay. Just kind of drop down here and you let me know how this pressure is.
Fine. Take more pressure than I realized.
I think it just takes a lot of attentiveness that most of us can actually use a fair amount of pressure once we're desensitized a little bit. But especially if there's any anxiety about getting tossed around too hard or jammed into, or any anxiety at all about needing to change and not feeling like you can express that to the person working on you, then that really chokes up the process of the body opening into those deeper layers of tissue. So the fascia system, of course, is all through the body. It's just under the skin. It's wrapping around all the muscles. It's tying the muscles into the bones. It's got a big job. It's really all over the place in there, and it's all super connected. And so from any place on the body, we really can affect basically any other place.
Wow.
So as I'm getting into just even outside the sheet, the thighs and the calves here, I'm still feeling that we've got like a pretty solid linear tension line here.
Yeah.
All the way into the mid back.
Yeah.
Is that easy for you to pick up that sensation?
Yeah, it's a little painful. A little bit.
On the mid back?
On my calf.
Okay. We can ease off the calf a little bit. It doesn't need to be painful. And just a little bit of traction to keep that pressure moving along without putting too much pressure in one place. Yeah.
You're just moving energy around, aren't you?
Oh
my God.
You caught me.
Oh my God. I just pulling it from one spot to the next. I love it.
Now, I'm not super worried about pulling out any specific muscular issues through the legs here.
Okay.
But I do want to just tie it together with some stimulus and let your mind kind of predict my movements for that sort of guided body scan effect more than anything here.
Okay.
I feel really good about your circulation, Joni.
Good.
Yeah.
Is it picking up?
Yeah. Good job, blood vessels. Good job, heart. They're taking good care of you.
Yeah, they're keeping me going.
They do. It's a lot of work. Some movement on those bones of the ankle. Dropped right. Oh, that's a little tender spot. I mean, really slow down through there and not go
you
so
know
deep.
what? Yesterday the dog wrapped the chain around my ankle.
That's what happened there.
Yeah.
You think there's a bit of bruising?
It's bruised, yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna hang out over it and really be super gentle, desensitizing it.
Yeah, that's what happened. I just remembered that the other one probably won't have that problem.
Okay. Good catch.
I just remembered it grabbed me, and last night I remember feeling, I bruised my ankle. I can feel it.
Yeah.
There's nothing like feet. They take so much. Mine are so square and small. They take a lot of weight.
They do.
There's those really high arches to overcome it.
I wish that everybody would get good at foot massage.
Yeah.
And people would just give each other a little support. Just anybody that you love, just hold their foot, even if you don't know what you're doing. Just
doesn't matter. Just
give
hold on to
that little extra attention, little extra assistance, dropping all the way down into the body.
Yeah. You do so much.
Mm-hmm.
Take them for granted. Yeah, at one point I had a plantar fasciitis.
Uh-huh.
It was like crunchies,
Yeah.
like balls in the bottom of my feet that had growths in the bottom of my feet, and I couldn't walk. I mean, I was having a really hard time.
That is a super painful
It was
condition.
terrible. It was terrible. And I started drinking golden milk and turmeric, and they went away.
Wow, you feel like dealing with the inflammation.
Yeah, it went away completely. The doctor was like, I can do surgery, but we don't like to do surgery on feet. We just don't do it.
It's a really low success rate.
Yeah, terrible.
To do surgery on feet. Yeah.
We can try and take them out, but there's nothing I can do. And they ended up giving me a handicap placard for them, but.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then I got here and it went away. Golden milk.
That's wonderful.
I had to cancel a trip once because I couldn't walk without crutches. So it's like, yay.
Right now I'm trying to line up another shot with the second camera. Thanks for a little extra moment of patience here.
Sure.
See if I can capture this. Oh, that's looking better. Like, how do I make it so I can see what I'm doing? Yeah, we're just diving into the future so fast.
I know. Just changing every minute.
I suppose it always has been, but what a wild time to be alive.
It's accelerated.
Yeah. It stresses people out, and I don't know, some massage therapists are like, you should never talk about politics or work or anything that stresses people out on the table, but I kind of think it's the perfect place to get
working out.
Yeah, to like kind of deal with the emotions of it.
Yeah.
There we go. Maybe a little higher will be better. Way higher. So we've got kind of a fun system. I feel like kind of proud of myself what we've accomplished so far. But I shoot these sessions, and then my wonderful assistant Mika cuts them up, and takes out all the useful parts, and like we make them into shorts. And
you have like a YouTube channel or something?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I gotta watch it, Liddell.
Yeah.
What's the name of it?
It's called Trance Laboratory.
Okay.
Which is Trance is my official business name generally for but I'm kind of thinking about changing the name of the channel, but maybe I should just change, like put a name on the show or the playlist of if I bring people into the treatment room, then this is what we're doing in here, and call it Touching.
Oh. That's lovely.
I think it's kind of fun. And it's a little quirky and it's a
Touching.
little, yeah. So I'm demoing that out. If people have opinions, let me know.
Yeah. I'll check it out and I'll let you know.
Definitely. Yeah. I guess I've probably, this might be like my 10th or 11th
Wow.
session, but some of them were so early and they're so like messy and unwatchable. And just the last couple started getting like kind of good in terms of like enough views that I could kind of see the direction that it's going. And I know so much of it is just the learning process of me building my own skills to be mentally coordinated enough to keep track of what I'm trying to do.
And feel good about what you're trying to impart too, because it's
Yeah,
a third person in the room.
exactly. But I worked on Arthur.
Yeah.
He got a video.
Oh, good.
And then another friend of mine a couple of weeks ago was in, who is a young massage therapist, just recently started his practice, and I got to work on him when he had first got out of school, and then some time went by while he was figuring out some other stuff, and then he got back on the table. So that was kind of a fun episode where we gotta
talk about massage.
Check in with his body for the second time, talk a little bit about philosophy and personal professional development. And they're all really different, you know. I've had both of my parents on the table for show too, yeah. Good. And they're not together, so it's kind of fun, like really see the different slices of what's wonderful. Up. Yeah.
Do you ever massage the kids?
I do, yeah. They don't really have the attention span to get on the table for a full real official treatment, honestly, but we do a lot of home massage, and they'll actually grab my hand and start like just give me little hand massages or little foot massages as just a way of being sweet.
Mom, give me some too.
Yeah.
You're so cute.
Second camera wants something else from me. I bet we just used up all the memory on it.
So what, a battery?
Oh, my dork. Pull it off. Let it charge again.
Oh
no, it's still going. I'm gonna actually maybe put it up above us so we can get an
overview.
Yeah. This is kind of fun. My light fixture up here actually will take it as a magnet.
There you go.
Yeah, that's cool. I like it. Yeah, it's gonna work. We'll just see what we get afterwards. Yeah. Slice it all together later.
I love it.
Yeah, I was surprised how much response I got. Like there were a few of you that I already like knew pretty well and really wanted to work on, especially on the front end. But I think I had like 40 people when I put out that.
Really?
Yeah, that I ended up with like contact information for a bunch of people. So I think I actually could do this like every week for a year.
You could.
I probably should.
I
would be really good at it if I did every week for a year, right?
Yeah.
It would get so watchable.
Why not?
For people who, want to watch massage therapy.
Well, learn from you. Yeah. You've got such good intuition.
Thank you.
I mean, it's true. Unlike I've had other massages, but I haven't felt anybody pull energy like you do.
Thank you. I will look forward to when we get a session where I'm not also fidgeting with the cameras and stuff. Get to really show you what I can do when you've got my whole focus.
Once a month, baby.
All right. We'll get you set up. I actually can do automatic scheduling. If you have a day of the week that you know is usually free for you, we can get that reserving so that it's not snatched up by anybody else.
Yeah.
If you have a favorite time, so we can work on that.
I gotta budget it. That's my thing first.
Yeah.
Get it in there. I've been spending money on decorating the house, so I gotta stop.
Well, it's good to get comfortable. I saw some pictures of your kitchen.
Oh,
That was so cool. It was really cute.
Everybody helped do that. Everybody helped make it.
Yeah, super fun.
They all came by and painted doors and stuff. It was so fun.
Did you like do just like trash bags and painter's tape kind of stuff to protect all the appliances?
We just took all the cabinets off and put them out in the yard.
Oh, okay. So you splattered them outside.
So we splattered everything outside. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, that was brave. But it looks so cool.
Yeah, it was. We took them all off. Some of them we couldn't take off. The drawers we couldn't take off. We had to tape up real good. But we figured that out. Got them all done. Then I painted black around the outside edge of all of them. So it like frames each one like a picture.
Oh, nice.
You know, and then we did the backsplash in like a teal color.
Was that after you've put up the pictures?
We needed the backsplash done really badly because it was like black and white. It was a mess.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's a solid color. It's different. It's really different. Some of them I love, and some of them I just
got a little more sensitivity in this.
Yeah, I really do. It's really yeah. I don't know what that's about. What's that on the top of my foot that's bothering me so much?
It's doing like a kind of hair trigger protective reaction there. So that's when they say the trauma is in the tissues or like the body keeps the score kind of stuff. This is like a tiny microcosm of that, of at some point this little area got hurt and it learned how to protect itself, and it's still protecting itself.
Well, I have twisted that ankle about 3 times.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
And it's just, that's the weak ankle.
Yeah.
And so it's probably very overprotective.
We've got some relatively disorganized tissue
right up on top.
Yeah, right through this area. So that usually just means that the actual innervation to this area is a little disorganized, or it's a little confused. So it's trying to get everybody everything it needs, but it's having a hard time keeping the orders straight.
Yeah. I can feel it every time I touch that spot. It kind of like sends an electrical signal.
We're just giving it a little more practice. And a lot of times even just one time of desensitizing, of just sending more normalized signals through an area that's been trying to conserve signals or not send signals at all.
Okay.
That as we're just sending much more normal signals, that nerve is going to calibrate. Oh, we've got some good energy movement through the ankle.
Yeah, I can feel
kind of picking up that. I'm so happy to talk from either side, whether we're talking like from a magical standpoint or a science standpoint. I feel like it's really important to meet people wherever they really are at that moment to help bring them deeper into the body where we can experience reality in the present moment. And it doesn't really matter what language you use to start, right? But when we think about Kundalini or like electric field stuff, like it translates back and forth. So I think a lot of people who are like more shamanic practitioners would describe what's going on here as like, oh, I can feel the energy. There's like heat energy, or like even, fire or air energy. And that's like all super great descriptors that might be easier for you on the table to affiliate with and understand. But also exactly at the same time, what's happening is every nerve in the body is essentially functioning as a battery. So it does have an electromagnetic field around it. And I believe a lot of practitioners, especially people who end up doing well in the long term are just tend to have a little more perception of that electromagnetic field. And so you might even call it extrasensory perception because it's beyond the senses that most people would expect. But I sort of believe that science will explain all of this eventually if we pay close enough attention.
Yeah.
In the meantime, you know, magic is
Yeah.
the field we have to work with when we've
Yeah.
stepped outside of what can be known with science at the moment.
Why do people think energy fields are magic?
Right. Right. Well, I'm kind of happy with that
They're
too.
very real.
You know, of like if it was just 2,000 years ago and there was no way to put it up on a computer screen and look at it,
Yeah.
like
yeah.
it's a perfectly acceptable way to
Yeah.
talk about
It's magic.
it.
Yeah.
It's just that's the term we have.
That's
It's
what we
just
got.
magic.
It's good. It's a good catch-all for. We can't explain this, but we know it's real.
Exactly. We don't quite get it yet, but there's a bit of an art to it.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, see, I feel released with that.
It's good kinetic chain activation.
Feels like it trusts you all of a sudden.
Aww, that's exactly what we need. Just somebody to hold us that we can trust.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. We got that dropping into position, that resistance where it was automatically protecting you from going into a range of motion that probably was associated with pain at some point in the past, is now just picking up this ability to be more in the present moment and feel that there's not really pain in that range anymore.
No, that feels good now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's some nice resolution. There definitely is more progress to be made. I would love for you to just kind of, if you're doing something passive and relaxing, to even just sit and hold this foot yourself.
Okay.
Over the next couple of weeks, and just give it that same attention. Kind of imagine being aware of the individual tiny bits of feedback that you can get, and just even starting off with pretend will fire off the nervous system to feed you clearer data.
Yeah.
And keep cleaning that up.
That's funny. Shoulders and toes.
All the way up, all the way down.
Does feel better.
Good. I think we should probably turn you over.
Okay.
And get a little bit. We didn't really have a lot of complaints specific in the arms, right?
No.
You didn't have anything specifically going on in your arms?
No.
Yeah. Seemed like
skin stuff. Oh, I dropped that.
No problem. Okay.
You can do that, Rachel.
Yeah. And then I'm just gonna hold this like a little tent for you. Turn over. Yep.
Should I move down?
Yeah, I'll have you scoot towards your feet a little bit. Dropping that off. Perfect. Yeah, it's just window cling. Yeah, it's nice. Huh? Just ordered it. Yeah, I think it's nice to. Gotta have enough privacy, you know.
Yeah. That's a nice little studio, yeah.
I always like those sparkles.
No, we're sparkle girls.
Yeah, sparkle girls.
Hello.
Hello. There she is, looking so relaxed. No worries. Here, we can drop it lower so it's not so direct on your face.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm just gonna cover my face. Otherwise, I'll be tempted to open my eyes and look at the camera. I don't want to look at the camera. When you're in a, what you call it?
Yeah.
MRI.
Yep. Going deep. All right. And it's like really bright too. So I don't usually have the lights on when we're
Did you
doing
say you
our-
had eye mask?
I do, yeah.
Oh,
You want one of
let me
those?
put an eye mask on. That'd be great.
Yeah.
I sleep with one, so
You do?
yeah.
Perfect.
Because you
They're
gotta have
just
the lighting for your camera.
super simple little
Perfect.
disposable ones.
Perfect.
You can keep that if you want. Have a little
Aw.
backup.
Okay.
All
Oh, there we go.
right.
Oh, okay. There we go. Deprivation tank.
Perfect. That's what we really need.
Uh,
I'm gonna see if we can get anything else out of the little camera here.
oh, my left foot is just so tingly now.
Yeah?
So nice.
Good.
Wow. It's like it woke up. I can feel the bottom of my feet.
Mm-hmm. Can you feel that? How the like webbing of the
Yeah.
between the bones and everything is
Yeah.
giving more space.
Definitely.
Good. That's the best.
For what seems like such simple techniques is not simple at all.
Yeah, it's I think the simpler the better in a lot of ways, but also it does
But you're
really
using
accumulate over time.
your body to wake up my body. It's different. It's like very, that is technical. You either got a skill or you don't.
I've been doing this since I was really little.
Really?
I have, yeah.
Wow. It's your calling.
I think so. It actually was my first business.
Really?
Yeah, when I was 10 years old.
Okay.
At a family holiday, kind of a couple of weeks down at my grandma's, and we had all the aunts and uncles and everything, and I put a sign up on my bedroom door. Massage therapy, $10 an hour.
That's great. That's great. You probably made a killing too. I bet everybody was in there all day long.
It was pretty good, yeah.
That's
It was like, I
great.
don't know, $50. So
Yeah,
a couple of days. So that was fun.
Nice.
Yeah, it was rewarding for sure. But even before that, my family was just really touchy-feely, and we're always, kind of laying on top of each other on the couch, fluffing around.
Oh, nice. You're lucky.
I think so.
The cuddle puddles.
The cuddle puddles. Yeah,
You do that with your kids a lot, I know. That's
I
great.
do. Yeah. We're always in a pile,
Yeah.
in a real pile.
Pile. It's hard. I just adopted a puppy.
Really?
And it's just like that. Her energy is so grounding. She's like a mush, you know.
Yeah, when they go into that relaxation mode, you can't help but get pulled into.
Oh yeah,
the,
she just grabs me so nicely.
It's a miracle how responsive the nervous system is to feed back and forth and receive those signals and mirror what we are experiencing in our environment. It makes it really powerful to be around either, animals, pets, people that add to that relaxation, stability. And then, of course, that also explains a lot of why certain people are so unhealthy for us.
Yeah.
Once you get on your regular rhythm, this is definitely an area we'll spend a lot of time.
That's where I hold everything. Every unspoken word.
That is exactly the truth.
Every unspoken thought is in there.
What we hold back.
Yeah, it goes right from my brain to my shoulder.
It's almost like the body believes we can manually prevent ourselves from spitting out what we don't want to say or don't want to deal with the consequences from by just locking up that throat area, locking down the jaw.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Oof. Oh, that feels good. I don't get to move my head that way on its own.
Right through here.
Yeah. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Oh. So nice. Oh. Wow, I actually feel something come up on my stomach.
Yeah, what's it feel like?
Oh, nauseous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes that apprehension.
Yeah.
When we've been trying to prevent release, we know there's a reason. Hard to tell what it is. Oh, there we go. That was a nice opening. I'm going to slow down though so we're not pushing your system past what it can process at once. And go a little bit more energy direct.
That's amazing. I felt that.
I love to see that, how your breath automatically engages. You really dropped more into that low belly diaphragmatic breathing as this area shifted and opened. And feel that length.
Wow.
You're going to feel taller when you stand up, babe.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's giving me a hump. I'm bending over. My posture's getting worse and worse. This is going to be good for that.
Yeah, definitely. Yes. Perfect. Well done. You have such a beautiful soul, Joni.
Oh, it's thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good one. Mm. Oh, I wish I had all day for your scalp. Yeah. We'll be back. I'm gonna pull out. This is one of my very favorite, you could say, aromatherapy. It's my secret blend.
Ooh.
I just bring it out at the end of the session so that everybody gets to have this wash of beautiful scent to kind of anchor in another sense. I'm gonna do a bit of a sound bowl moment here. Tie it all together. Right. I'm gonna step out. You take your time and get dressed, and I want to pop back in with you when you are just looking at yourself in the mirror once you're all dressed, and we can take a look at your posture together. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so sweetie.
You are so welcome.
Oh, my shoulders and arms are like liquid.
I love that.
Liquid. Look at them moving around.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Is it different from how it's felt?
Yeah, look, I could hug myself.
Aww.
Oh, I couldn't hug myself before. That's great.
Yum. All right, take your time. Yeah. Wow, that felt successful. I can't wait to see how Joni feels about her image in the mirror when she sees the softness in her face and the shift in her posture, her verticality. So that is usually a big difference, what we just felt under her neck just now. So looking forward to that. Give us just a second. We'll be back.